Alright, let's send a few quick raids for the day. Oh, instantly forgot the spellbook swap. I was doing Calphi Queen. SMH. Well, actually, this gives me a chance to do something somewhat important anyway. Go ahead and decant these guys to 1 doses. You may be wondering what these are for, but I'll explain in a bit. Alright, so let's pre-pot with these guys. Oops, no, it was last actually. Ah, whatever, I messed it up. Okay. Now, if I did that right, my ranging and my hearts should be just like regular 112 potions at this point. Mostly, I'm only doing that really for the heart. And then my combat will stay 118 because I drank it last. And that is important to keep 118. And I forgot to... Oh my god. Once again... Once again, I have forgotten to swap to the correct spellbook. Just kill count. $173. Not too bad. And 187. Alright, so drink everything, then combat. Right? But I'll do it a 3rd time in a row. Arceus. Surely I wouldn't fall for the same thing 3 times in a row. Right. That should keep it so that I have a good amount. I could also just use a regular ranging. But there's no such thing as like a regular magic pot. Point of it. At least not at the same boost as the saturated. How's it going, AJ? Colonel been rough? You know, the usual grind. Been doing some Calfight Queen on this side. Gonna hunt that pet. How's it going, Griffin? Hey Onyx, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it, man. Thanks, Onyx, yeah. And a wild ride. Got a melee there. Pretty good so far for the start. And we still have a little bit of magic levels left. Just helps a little bit on the accuracy. Might as well, right? Very minor, but we'll take it. After our first spec, we'll just turn it off though. Miss ToA. Yeah, it's good to take a break. If I was sweaty, I would mage it here, but I can't be asked. Oh, messed up swarming. Why didn't I dins right there? That was perfect. Guess I wasn't thinking. That ending, if I dinned right there, would have been absolutely stonks. Sun cares but no light bearer through 50s. No, you can move up. Light bearer is not that important. You might end up having to 3 down because not having light bearer for DDS kind of sucks though. No, the thing is he's got the Karas, but no light bearer. Dude, I'm noodled. Other way around. I would move on up. Like, I would personally say if you can handle it, move on up. My bear is not that important to moving up. Especially since even at 400 you still have access to like brews and stuff. It's not like the light bearer is gonna really make it so that it's a hit or miss, you know? You might have to 3 down Warden, and that's pretty much the only sad thing about it. And even if you can't hit 400 on your first try, like, you know, with the sub 35 timer, nothing wrong with like going to 395 or whatever with a 40 timer. 350 I think is a little low with that gear. Well, maybe I should have waited a second on the death charge. And 3 downing already? Hopefully you won't when you have light bearer. It's not efficient, but yeah. Especially if you don't have a shadow. It's such like a low amount of points. You hit like 15s. Like the multiplier is good, but like you only hit like 15. Ends up being pretty bad. Some good point farming to pull off there. How's it going? It's been going. It has been indeed going. You saw that? I unlocked the egg cap by chaining that comp. That's kind of insane, if I say so myself. And then I egged. Surprisingly, it isn't like that much slower. It's an art form to point farm Kephri without losing like a billion seconds. I'm still upset I messed up the second dins. I could have did a crazy swarm, brought it to like 100 health, while simultaneously destroying the overlords. I'll go orb phase practice or strategy for it. Yes, the strategy is to look at it's like practicing your eyes to zone out what's not necessary. You have to zone out the not straight lines, the not diagonals from your current position. And then ideally you want to also check for your like adjacent position, because there's only 2 spots you should ever be hitting Akka from, and those are the 2 spots closest to the center of the map. Like you should never, for example, be hitting Akka at like the edge of the quadrant, right? So basically as your eyes get adjusted, you know exactly when you should dodge, when you should stay still, when you can like hit without losing ticks. And then you want to practice moving to the center right after you finish your 3rd hit on him. So it's mostly practice, but once you realize like that is literally everything I've explained is literally all it is to it. Once your eyes get adjusted to it after a while, then you'll just get the hang of it. I mean, I just brute forced it by using my adrenaline because I always go double power anyway, so. Not a lot of people use double power, so they don't get the luxury of the extra safety that way. Oh. I don't know why I miscounted. That we're over with. Went back to Guardians of the Rift. I haven't been to Guardians in a while. I should go back. I need the pet. I found a nice KQ method. It involves me just throwing money at potions at it. It's pretty good. Get like 7 kill trips or something, pretty much on average. Need the lantern. The lantern is so OP. Not as OP as the colossal pouch though. Holy moly, having the colossal pouch gives you some juice. No way it dies there. Never trust. Guardians of the Rift is like their best update they've ever made in a long time. I just wish they didn't neglect other parts of the game over it, like Chambers and ToA. So many players, especially their high level player base. That's like all they do all day. I think it requires a bit. I would like if they gave it a little bit more attention. What changes? Primarily, like, for me, mostly on more fun invocations. The invocations right now, past 300, honestly past 250 are very boring. They don't really add anything to the room. The alterations to the mechanics are too small, and the invocations don't interact with each other, which is kind of disappointing. Like Akka's invocations interact very well with each other, and that's what I want to see out of all the rooms as a bare minimum. And then I would like to just see some more freedom of equipment. Like, in my opinion, there's no reason the scythe or any of the crush weapons or blue carrots should be like shelved that low. It wouldn't be very difficult to unlock extra niches. Dude, can I hit? How's it going, Mr. Jose? Josue? It's like Jose, but with you. I would like to also see, in terms of balancing, I would like to see a nerf to skull skip, or better stated, not a nerf to skull skip, a buff to actually doing the skulls would be huge, so that players who, you know, want to go through the trouble of doing the skulls correctly are rewarded instead of punished. Because everyone knows it's easier to skull skip than to actually do them, and I feel like people should be rewarded for doing it. That would be like some small changes, but on the grand scale, I would like them to make the invocations just more interesting and interact with each other as like a baseline philosophy to approach the raid with. I wouldn't be opposed to them making the invocations completely add a new mechanic instead of just slightly change the mechanic. Because right now all they do is slightly change a mechanic. But I wouldn't be opposed to them allowing it to entirely add a new mechanic. Although it'd be more difficult for learners. Because they can just keep it off, right? Like, none of the invocations in the game right now actually add a new mechanic. They just slightly changed the mechanic to be slightly harder than an existing mechanic. I wouldn't mind if they actually just cut this as a base level raid, which is excellent, and then added onto it instead of altering slightly. A moth has found its way into my room and get the fuck away! It's on my screen! Ah! Yanked by moth. Dude, if he shows up, I don't know where he went, but if I see him, he's getting zapped. I have one of those like billion volt things, and we'll zap him. Oh, he's above me. I don't know if this moth knows, but I'm kind of going pretty fast right now. I got time to stop and zap him. Went a little early there. Dude, I noodled these. Oh, there he is. Hold on. Look at it. This sucker doesn't know what's coming. Alright. We got it. Although it kind of tanked it and stayed alive for a little longer, but I didn't see where it fell on the floor. I didn't hit his... I would like to think I hit. He might be one. It might have 1 and 1 HP redemption. Tick ate me. Oh, I was gonna meme around and see if the ancient god sword was had any funny properties to it, because when I last tested it, it was just like worse than the SGS, because obviously SGS heals more than 25. But I don't know, maybe the 25 will carry over. He P-necked. It's impossible, no counterplay. My adrenaline's gonna run out, I think. Yeah, it would. Summon the melee throw kind of far. I was supposed to summon it closer. Oh well. Gonna miss a few hits. This one I'm just gonna regular whack with. I don't need the HP. Now the core technically disappears, right? So I'm guessing that my Ancient God Sword, even if it does proc, is just gonna be worse. But I want to see if like the damage is gonna carry over into the next phase or something. Something weird is gonna happen, like Jagged Science just, or maybe Warden will just disappear because I do it. I don't know. Never know these days, to be honest. There's a known bug. Warden just, in fact, disappears sometimes. I just skip blast phase and explode the game. Imagine. Five, 6, 7. Looks like I just don't get a heal. Nothing happens. Cool for the science though. Scammed is right. It's so, like, terrible. Alright. Our science experiment. Terrible. Ancient God Sword, I was just memeing. See what it would do instead of the SGS. I always got a lab, you know. It's terrible, don't worry. Don't bring it. SGS, this is better. Because the core disappears and the 25 just doesn't register. But I was like, what if like the 25 registered into the next phase? That wouldn't be that bad. And if I got the extra heal. Because I don't really need the prayer, I just want the HP. The prayer from the SGS is just a nice bonus. But it didn't hurt to, you know, science it up for the people. I am planning on skull skipping, but I want to heal. You're now owed 10 purples. You'll get 10 light bearers and you'll take it. Take it or leave it. It's funny how even if you got a purple every raid, if it was a light bearer, you would not be making money. If it was always, if you were guaranteed a light bearer, even at like 150, you would still not be making good money. In comparison to like these raids. You would think that's still decent money, then you do the math, you're like, wait, I had to do like 4 raids and it's still only 16 mil an hour. Thank you, Bossman. $11 rings and 16. Ew. Absolutely ew. What am I? I'm at 15 rings in 87. Better than boring, that's true. I hope he's doing teams, because he shouldn't do solos with that kind of luck. I resummoned right there because I wanted my thrall to reset its attack and not troll my next one. Don't hate on next, only way I make my money. Hey man, it may be good money, but holy hell. Anyone who mains next, they will lose their mind by the 500 KC. I mean, they'll be absurdly rich. Dude, I spent like 10 ticks getting that switch off. That couldn't be worth it. I moved. I think I canceled my own movement. Sub 35 opener. Okay, what a start. At least you got money, right, Mateo? Got money. That is number 16. Chaps number 16. Nice. Still have more chaps than rings. Rolling in the cash. My chap luck is crazy. I wasn't supposed to do that divine yet. You change your audio files for Aqua Orbs, Sound Swapper plugin, and you want to, what do we got going on? Sound Swapper. You have it set like this. Custom area sounds 5735. I'll put it in chat. Sound Swapper. And then you can like pick whatever file you want. So if you want to make any other funny noise other than the league missing ping, whatever. If you're wondering what the Menafite remedy is for, if I drink it after the heart and the... I mean, I could just use a regular ranging, but specifically for the imbued heart, saturated heart, I want it to tick down after it runs out. Dude. So I have a few levels going into Kephri, so I can still miss, but it'll make me feel better. Is it good? No, it's like... This is like a very niche scenario that I'm only going out of my way to say it's worth, and it's probably not even worth. I did find a nice use for Calphite Queen though. How's it going, Nick? Go auto block when? We don't do the same content though. Probably wouldn't. I do PVM and he does PvP, right? Probably wouldn't work out. Oh, he's been doing PVM? And then take him for a PVMer. Why did I try even clicking that? That's a really slow monkey room. I'm actually considering what someone commented, like, why don't you just use like amethyst darts or something, and then just like not bring the assembler. I'm like, that's not that bad of an idea actually. Because the only reason I am really bringing the webweaver is because I don't want to bring the assembler. Slowest switches in the West. Just bring D-darts? You think I'm made out of money? I mean, I am, but... I'm the man of a I'm a man of the people. Dude, I'm losing like 8,000 ticks when I'm doing this. It's not worth it. I can just not lose ticks, though. But I'm gonna run out of darts if I do that. I only have 500k of them. Oh, what was that slow click? I still have my ancient god sword. Why? I didn't switch it out for an SGS. How do I know? Oh, I went to entry mode and kind of just got slapped by a bunch of them. Did it the hard way. Use the visual sounds. Thank you, Alex, for the super. I will bless your son. Praise the sun. Getting hit by a lot. So when you have the visual, not the visual measurement, when you have the visual sounds plugin on, every time you get hit, it'll play like an ID, the number. So when you get hit, when I got hit a bunch, I just found out it was 5735. No, it ran away. Yeah, the visual sounds plugin. If you like try and put in the plugin, you can put in more sounds other than that one though. Did I mess up my Metaphite remedy? Maybe I used a heart after the remedy and I didn't notice. I'm supposed to have some mage levels. Yeah, the visual sound plugin gives you the IDs. In case you wanted to get some other stuff. You can make some real memeable stuff. But I figured I didn't want to go overboard. I'm not someone who wants to like meme unless like I think it's super funny. But then some people will like overdo it. What was one I wanted to do? Yeah, like the rainbow side. That's fine for your own gameplay, but I can't like do it when I can't do it when other people or like people are streaming of it. It's so weird. Please hit. Let's go. My friend has the rainbow scythe, so I can't hate on him. I love him. But the rainbow scythe is a little overkill for me. How do you pronounce Alexander's? Postnikov. Anyone else struggle with European names a lot? Done low 5 minutes Kephri with 0 hit. Yeah. I forgot the death charge. A little late, but. Oh my god, I was punching it. Holy monster. Absolute unit right here. Boom, do it again. Oh. I just trolled. I couldn't find my chinchonkers. I wasn't planning. Good thing I didn't fully give up though. Dude, imagine I knew what my chinchonkers were and I hit that 3-stack. This thing would be 200 HP. It was so good until I got bad at it. But the potential is there. I need to recruit you guys into my cult. The potential is there. You've seen it. It's just skill issue from here on out. I shouldn't be egg farming this early. I should save it for the Overlords, but Dude, imagine I got that correctly. Holy, that would have been like the craziest. The Mallard didn't stand a chance. It's gonna do one free hit on it. And here I could din like right there on that third hit. That wouldn't be that bad. And then if I roll the what was it? What was I trying to say? Like if I hit twice with the Fang and I din there, I think it's possible to start swarming from there on out while on the way to the majors. And then do another din if I had 100% spec. That'd be a double swarm, and maybe something like a 4-minute. But I need to experiment more. But it's not at work to experiment. I haven't really gone out of my way. Whoa! What did I click right there? I wonder if I can stack this swarm by, like, scaring it. Nope. I think dunking like this might kill the swarm, though. Watch. So watch where these guys are. I think it'll shove them to the right side is what I mean. Not kill them. Now that they're shoved to the right... And that should unlock the egg cap. Allowing me to farm again. Is that worth it? Probably not. Is it funny? Yes. Slows down Kephri a lot doing that, so I don't think it's worth it at all, but I'm sciencing, so don't let me slide. I have an ancient god sword. No. This is definitely... It's gonna definitely cause me to have the blue pyramid later. Did I go peeking, forget to bang? No, I was just doing what I normally do, and I was experimenting with the Ancient God Sword instead of the SGS. Because I was like, if it heals me 25, and if the 25 damage actually carries over somewhere like nice in P2, then it would actually be a little bit like better than the SGS by a very small margin. But the damage doesn't go through, and because the core disappears, it doesn't heal you. So it doesn't, you get nothing. You get nothing. TLDR. I moved too late. Why I pray melee. And then I moved last second. I might as well just tanked it and hit him, but whatever. BGS not worth taking. It depends on your main DPS. My main DPS is Shadow, and magic weapons don't roll off regular defense except for Ice Demon and Chambers. So BGS doesn't really do much for me because I'm also BGSing Zebak. You could look at the FAQ in the video description about that too, if you're curious why I made Zebak. Should I just tank this? I'm too lazy to dodge, but that's so much damage. I say like, I don't know what I said, but yeah, most people like BGS a bot because they range it, because range is more DPS. But Shadow's kind of close, like close enough that I don't mind dropping some switches, which is why I don't bring it. But most people, especially in teams when you're like going faster and it's a lot like more chill on the supplies, I would definitely recommend bringing BGS. And if range is your primary DPS, like you got a bow for Tbow, and you don't have a shadow, then yes, 100% BGS is a priority to have. It might noodle, but when it hits, you get some juicy deeps. Theoretically, if you just flicked really well, then there's no reason to go Scepter Shadow, but I'll be honest, I don't flick that well. I don't care about flicking that well. There's a very small reward for flicking that well anyway. So I'd rather not burn out and go mildly slower so I can stay sane. I hit. Shouldn't BGS on Kephri twice? No. You just want to hit a 20. Although on Kephri, if you got like a Void Waker, don't even bother. Shouldn't BGS twice? I think it depends how much. I'm gonna assume you hit on the first one. Like, if you just hit on the first one, it'll carry over the whole thing. But if you miss, yeah, then yeah, you should. Also depends if it's Dehydro. If it's like a Dehydro, I wouldn't go twice though. I was just saying, because for those two bosses, they also have phases. And the defense reduction carries over through the phases. So. No way it's 20.01. Bruh. I'm gonna wing it. This looks like the transition. Hell yeah, we did it. Use my instincts. You're like 6 or 7. Well, if you like wing 2 in the beginning and you're like half health, you know, I wouldn't do that, you know, if you had Dehydro. It also depends on how much HP you had when you started. Just to be sensible with it. Just have some common sense, you know, if you're lit. If you're already lit, maybe don't double spec. Probably not very smart. Dehydro. Don't be afraid to use your bruise, though, if you're like, if you have bruise. You don't got Dehydro on. I would definitely just do that. Whatever. Dude, how late was that click? Nice. Yeah, one spec each in teams. Honestly, that's like the whole thing that makes teams more, in my opinion, the only thing that makes teams more efficient. You have so many more people sending spec reductions, so it's like bound to hit, and it's really nice for DPS for everyone. And then you can also unlock like ZC being on Akka Shadows, which isn't a thing in solo because they don't have enough HP. That one is so efficient. But like, depends. If you're scaling your Ibno down for your teammates, then it becomes less efficient right away. That sucks because, like for me, as someone who can do 525s, hopefully somewhat reliably, it would be a downgrade, unfortunately, to go with teams, unless they can also do like, you know, 530s or something like that. Also want to get to the point when I can get a ZCB with full Masori or keep both of a Shadow. ZCB with Masori is quite a bit more DPS than Bofa. But I'm a bigger fan of just going straight for the Shadow rebuild at that point, because you're like already halfway there. But it's up to you. Like if you do a lot of team rates, a ZCB is super nice. And you don't use the GCB as much in solo, especially if you're not going double power. If you are comfortable going double power already, then definitely go for the ZCB. Gives you a lot of juice. But it's up to you. I'm a bigger fan of just straight Shadow rebuild, since you're really like close by that point. I think I lost a tick right there. I think it's time to leave the raid. And then I'll grid. Yep, definitely time to leave the raid. It's all over. The raid's lost. I'd be down to duo with a viewer. But why? For fun? How dare you? I don't do ToA for fun anymore. Honestly, probably not, to be very honest. Because solos right now, I feel very low pressured when I die, but if I do teams, I definitely would feel more pressure to bring better switches. Otherwise, I feel like I'm trolling if I'm not bringing like rank switches. And then I feel less inclined to cook because I have like no spaces. Solos are also a good environment for me to like cook on stream, you know? Look up some new strats and stuff. Tells you that you lose the raid. I hate that. Yeah, it does get frustrating, but for me, I don't really mind if I die in a raid, because at the end of the day, it's like my own fault. Do a feature, yeah. Like, I'll do it with JC, because like he's going for like a shadow and stuff. At that point, I don't really care about the money. I care more about him getting the shadow than I care about me getting the money. But I can't even cook when he's playing either, because I feel like I'd be trolling the overall raid efficiency. Also, if someone else starts butterflying Akka, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna fall asleep, to be honest. Also, partial red X. Partial red X is kind of troll in teams, because then the other guy might have to do like rocks and he'll lose all the ticks. Although in duo it's probably fine, but duo slower than solo? No, it would be faster. No, but you know, what if we mess up and then you have to butterfly, or whoever has to butterfly? Anyway, I'll just stick to solos for now. I like the low pressure. Rejected. It's been getting increasingly hard for JC to convince me to do it too. I always just want a solo. Last time I duoed, I did one whole raid yesterday for the Baba transmog, and then we won and done it because he doesn't like ToA either. We're all in that we hate ToA group. I needed the Baba transmog too, so that's why I did it. Hopefully next time I do team raids, it's only for the Kephri transmog. I don't think that's gonna even heal me. Ah! He stalled his movement. He could have almost killed me right there. Or gotten me killed, because he could have like hit higher and then I wouldn't have enough spec to stun. Alright, so anyway. I forgot that Ancient God Sword takes so long to pop off. Makes the coolest animation though, you gotta admit. It's so bad. So bad. Never bring this in. Aiming shadow on long range, very minimal. The webweaver and P2 sucked. It was just a spec. Was the spec bad too? Oh, I forgot to my sceptre. My favorite pet? I'm very biased if I say Calphic Queen, but that's because I want Calphic Queen. Overall, I'd probably give it to Puppetile. Puppetile is a good pet. Yeah, I have Omelette, and it's dusted. I really want the Nightmare pet too. I have all the raids pets like done and pretty much transmogged. The only one I'm missing is the ToA. I'm only missing Kephri right now, which I could do solo, but I'd rather not torture myself. So do it some other time with teams. I don't mind being the main medic role, but if I had to medic and deal like good damage to Kephri, I'd lose my mind. I'm not trying to be in Kephri for like 10 plus minutes. I do get a lot of chaps. No damage. No back-to-back. Sad. Alright, last one. And then we'll call it a night. Unless we get another good purple. I should just use a regular ranging, to be honest. SGS, oh, thank you. Thanks for the reminder. Ah, I drank it before it divined. Ah, whatever. Close enough. 110. And then when this runs out, I should still have... what's it called? Some magic levels. Oops. Bruh. Bruh. Nothing dies. Oh, click too early. Not mean to click that. Dude. Meme Weaver let me down. Any good purple since 84? We just got Masori chaps, yeah, a few raids ago. Doing pretty good on the partial cycle this time. Pretty sure he has to throw a rock now, so I should be okay to double spec instead of having to sunder. Because after a certain point, he has to throw a rock, and I think that was it. That's why I was pretty comfortable not using the sunder. Any point bring Death Charge if I don't have any good spec weapon, Void Waker or Karis? Yeah, it's still good to have for Fang specs. Blowpipe specs for Akka is still pretty good. But it depends, like, are you uncharging a Sang for it? I wouldn't recommend uncharging a Trident for it. But a Sang or a Shadow is fine to uncharge. It's up to you, like, it's also really good at core, so it's good for the DDS there. Obviously, you're not getting as much value because you don't have a Void Waker or something like that, but it is what it is. I'd still try to get it. And if you're doing teams, it's less valuable because it's less likely to proc. A bunch of different considerations. Doing absolutely no damage. I was a one swarm too late. but not too bad. Can this thing die? Alright. 1, 2. Brutal. I'm dead, aren't I? Holy schmoly. With like an XP like XP drop like that, I was like, surely we're good, right? We procced, but I think I just actually got the XP drop off the egg, not on the major itself. Very unlucky too, though. 2 80% rolls that missed. Egg cap unlocked. Unfortunately, all the eggs were on that side, but all the agiles are on that side. A little unlucky. I think if I end the kill of a Void Waker, I could throw that last chin. Why did I unpack? Let's throw out the chins. What? Wasn't I facing the right way? Whatever. Maybe I click the soul rune, late. Too early, I don't know. forgot to spec on my pickaxe, so didn't want to waste it. Spec here instead. How's it going, phone? Of course, it's 1 HP. Worked out though, my thrall killed it for me. Rocked it for me. Chillin'. Same. You're no longer a cheesecaper, congratulations. How was the dopamine rush from killing Zuck? Huge accomplishment. Big dopamine. Don't know what to do in the game anymore. Yeah, just fan kits if you don't have it. Then make some money. Desert Treasures 2 is coming out soon, you know. A few things coming up. Oh wait, I was supposed to go to black. Oh well. One HP. Go troll. We may grief a little bit of our movement, but we live. Quick recovery. I didn't skip it correctly. Ugh. I misclicked. Fireworks. I can't believe people are still blasting fireworks 2 weeks after July 4th. Just misclicked. Yep. A lot of mistakes done in that Akka, but we're chilling. Rolling kind of low though. Probably won't be sending any Void Wakers. Oh, it's a level 3 Zebak too. So annoying to flick this one. Alright, Death Chart at the end. Because you could proc it on Akka and theoretically get a like Zebak pre-heal if you're above 50 prayer. So I just have it as a habit. Basically doesn't hurt. I didn't do anything with it, but you do in fact get the death charge for killing Akka. How's it going? Do that? Thanks, man. So far, so good. Has been good so far. Bruh. I did not mean to do it like that. I meant to wave skip. Moved one too close to it. I just meant to click one, like... I think I ran toward it instead of walking toward it. Oopsie. How's it going, UHP? Nice to see you guys again. Very slow raid so far. Probably a fat percentage though. It's spent a lot of time farming. My DC stuff get resolved? I have no idea, to be honest. All I did was restart my router and I'm praying for the best. We will see the hard way. No, not the third set. It hurts. Is your Ethernet plugged in correctly? What's your Ethernet? And it's like, they're like, alright. Honestly, thanks for telling me that's where we have to start with. Or when they start turning off their monitor when you tell them to restart their computer, it's like, oh. I know what clientele I have, at least. Always upsides. Honestly, the restart, so OP. It just does it all. Starting your computer fixes 99% of issues. I think it needs a nerf. Your health gear just bad? Hell yeah. Imagine doing IT for healthcare. Ugh. When I kind of do it, or like when I'm at work, to like I troubleshoot basic IT only. I don't know too much about it. Oh my god. If I was doing it as like a full-time thing, I'd lose my mind. Push back a couple of years. You know, the thing is, I actually don't know what Epic is. The only reason I recognize the name Epic as a healthcare software is because that one YouTube channel, Dr. Flecken, I think is his name. Apparently, that's literally the only reason I know that's a healthcare thing, healthcare software. Hello, Dr. Glockenfecken. So you work for the dental insurance company? No, we're a private practice. But they decide how much you get paid, right? Yeah. And they can just decide not to pay you. So you work for them. No, I definitely not a doctor, but I mean, I deal with insurance so much that you just have to know it at some point. Otherwise, I mean, if I worked this closely with insurance and didn't know by this time, that would just be incompetent of me not to know. Thank God I don't do insurance billing though. That's my primary role. I get it as like a side thing when they're busy, and I hate it every time. Oh my god. How did I skip that? You can run onto you can run onto this row, and then when you're spamming left click on a skull that is outside of your melee range, so like anywhere in like this range, but also in your attack range, so not too far. When the skull disappears, the red X turns into a yellow click, and the yellow click will, you know, obviously run you toward the center at a perfect timing for the skulls. You don't need to do it like that. You could manually time it, but there's not really any point to manually timing it when you could just easily spam click it. You can also skip attacks like this tile dodge by doing stuff like this. You just like run through it, sort of, because the damage isn't actually calculated like as a dynamic wave. It's just tick 1 and tick 2. So like you can spam click like this. When the skull disappears, it'll turn to a yellow click and I'll run. You could do it with ranged weapons too. It doesn't need to be a magic weapon or like just a non-melee weapon. So both is fine too. There's no reason to use a red Karis raid by yourself. No, because using a red Karis delays your attack by like 8,000 ticks. Definitely not worth. No problem. For this set, you just want to dodge one of the Baba rocks first, for the 40% one. Why am I proccing from the back? Not even 20, not even P4 yet. This one you can do it by feel, but like this one I'm probably only gonna dodge one because the rock that he threw was really late. I just do it by feel. If the first rock is within like the within the first like 3 seconds of the skull spawning, I'll generally dodge 2. Usually it's 2, but that one was like so late. Boomer switches. Probably lost some ticks right there. Huge for the account. Sad. Sad. All right. I don't count that as a back-to-back, so I'll call it for there for now. We got chaps and ring. That is ring number 16. We are now even for chaps and rings. For 16 rings, 16 chaps. Let me move my base cam out of the way slightly in case you guys want to see it. But yeah, this is our log so far. We will continue again probably tomorrow. I will be on a little bit later though. My workplace is having like a little bit of a dinner. So I'll probably be on around 10-ish. I'm not too sure. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of the night. Pretty good stream. I didn't plank. Didn't DC, most importantly. Good night.